Greetings everybody, Nick DiVirgilio here, and today I'm going to take you through 8 of the best hard drives for content creators and music makers. Let's go. What would the world be like without hard drives? The first hard drive was only invented back in 1953, only 70 years ago. Inside there was these platters that were 24 inches in diameter. So this is what a hard drive looked like way back in 1953. 24 of these things stacked on top of each other, and the computer that held all the platters weighed over a ton and was incredibly expensive. Now, just 70 years later, we have hard drives like this OWC solid-state drive with 1 terabyte of storage that is incredibly fast and comes in at just over $100. I mean, look at how small this thing is. The technology is amazing, and year after year, these companies figure out ways to make these drives smaller, faster, and less expensive so we can create more and more. Every one of the drives that I have here with me today is a great option, but it does depend a bit on what you're working on. If you're making videos with 4, 6K, or even bigger video files, you'll need a drive that's fast as possible and also has a lot of space because those video files take up a ton of space very quickly. If you're a music maker, a fast drive is equally important, but those files won't take up nearly as much space as video files. The last thing I want to mention before we go through each of these hard drives is redundancy. Make sure you back up your files. You don't necessarily have to buy the exact same drive unless you want to. You just need to make sure all of that great video content or all of that amazing music you just made is safely backed up somewhere, just in case something bad happens. Okay, let's go through the drives. The first drive I want to show you is the OWC Envoy Pro Mini 1 terabyte portable solid-state drive. That's the one I showed you earlier in the video. It's this little guy right here. This is a 1 terabyte SSD drive with Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C and USB-A connectivity. It's super fast, small, and portable, and it also comes in at a very nice price. Pull it out like that. Your USB-A connection is right there. At the other side, just pull the top off. The USB-C connection is right there. And you have a terabyte of storage. I mean, it really is amazing. You can make videos, you can make music with this, put it in your pocket, take it to the gig, take it on a plane, anywhere you want to go. And really, it doesn't get much more portable than this. If you need a bit more than 1 terabyte, I have another great OWC option here. This is the Envoy Pro FX 4 terabyte solid state drive. This is a very fast drive that will work on nearly any platform. It has USB-C and Thunderbolt 3 connectivity. It works at the fastest available speed regardless of what you're plugging it into, even iPad Pros. It's built with sturdy IP67 rated construction, which protects it from dust and water, and it's also very portable too, just a little bit bigger than its little brother. Next up is a drive that I use literally every day here at Sweetwater and also take with me on the road, and that is the SanDisk Professional Pro Blade system. The Pro Blade transport, which is this right here, offers a simple one-device solution to exchange SSD data in a flash. All you have to do is plug in the blades into the transporter or the Pro Blade station and you're good to go. These are the blades right here. There's also one inside the transporter. Simple as that. The blades come in 1, 2, or 4 terabyte sizes and they really weigh next to nothing. They're incredibly fast and so easy to swap in and out. If you work with modern video cameras, like the Blackmagic cameras we use here at Sweetwater, you can connect right to the camera via USB-C for direct recording to the external memory. But now let me talk to you really quickly about how I use this incredible drive. I take it with me on the road. I also shoot video on the road and at home, and I also use it to make music in my home studio and here at Sweetwater for the videos that I make. I do the video and the music on the same drive. May not be recommended by everybody, but it totally works. If I need a lot of memory, I put the 4 terabyte stick in. If I need a little bit less, I just put the 1 terabyte stick in. Just take it wherever I need to go. It's so fast to swap in and out. I just find it incredibly easy to use. Now, if you need more space, check out the Pro Blade Station Desktop Storage Enclosure. It's a great place when you need super fast access to all of your data. The storage enclosure holds up to 4 mags at one time and connects to your computer via Thunderbolt 3 and even has a Thunderbolt pass-through port. To put the mags in, just push it right in and you're good to go. The enclosure is a great piece to keep at your home studio while you take the Pro Blade transport with you on the road while you work remotely. Over here on my right are 2 very solid SSD drives from Glyph. The first is the 2 terabyte USB-C and the second is a 4 terabyte USB-C RAID solid-state drive. Both drives are Thunderbolt 3 compatible. They're slim and small and easy to carry around. They're both bus-powered, ultra quiet, and they just work. Glyph has been making hard drives for a very long time, and they've always been a mainstay in the recording studio. These portable solid-state drives are a great option for whatever kind of content you're making. Next up is a drive that I have a lot of personal experience with, and that is this Lacie Rugged Pro 1 terabyte Thunderbolt 3 solid-state drive. These drives are super fast, super reliable, and very rugged. Now, it's not recommended that you drop your hard drive no matter what drive you're using, but just in case you drop this one, you could be confident that it's going to work still. Just to let you know, the way I use this drive is for all of my virtual instruments. I am very spoiled, to say the least, working here at Sweetwater, and I get to use, try out, and even sometimes demonstrate all of the amazing virtual instruments we sell here. I keep all of those instruments on the Lacie drive and run them with absolutely no problems at all. Running all those VIs is really easy for this drive, but it also has totally enough power for big music and video files as well. SSD drives have actually been around for a really long time, but in the past they didn't have a lot of capacity and they were much more expensive than spinning drives. The technology has come a very long way in a short amount of time, and now we can run around with fast, reliable, and portable SSD drives in our pockets. But with that said, we can't do a video about hard drives without going back to the old school spinning hard drive. They're still around and they still work well. You can also get a lot of storage space for less money if that's what you need. The thing about spinning drives is that they have moving parts on the inside, unlike SSD drives, so you have to be a little bit more careful with them. For massive store and data redundancy, a solution like the Glyph Blackbox Pro RAID could be something to check out. It has 40 terabytes of space on the inside, and there are 2 drives that can run in RAID 0 for speed or RAID 1 for one-to-one data redundancy. Now, in case you don't know, RAID stands for Redundant Array of Independent Disks. It's a type of storage that writes data across multiple drives within the same system. It's great for backup like we talked about earlier in the video, but can also be really great for speed as well. Last but not least is the Glyph Studio RAID 16 terabyte hard drive. I put this one in our list today because the Glyph Studio series of hard drives have been a mainstay in recording studios over the years, and deservedly so. Whether it's the RAID version like this or versions with smaller amounts of storage, these drives always work well and are incredibly reliable. I've made a lot of records with Glyph Studio hard drives over the years. And there you go, 8 great hard drives that can be used for content creation and music making. Whether you're looking for something fast and portable or something a little bit bigger for your storage and backup, the drives in this list can definitely get you where you need to go. If you need any more information or details, make sure you check out our best-in-class website at sweetwater.com or reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer with any questions you may have. I hope you found this video useful, and I thank you very much for watching. Cheers.